track. So the main reason why I am doing this scope is I got away with my daughters this weekend. The Pope was coming to Philadelphia. They were locking the city down, and we decided that we wanted to actually get away. I didn't have to go to work, so it was a chance to spend some quality time with them because I had gotten so bogged down with all of the work things that were going on, and then the entrepreneurial pursuits that I had. I wasn't really putting in the quality time that I needed to with them. So we came up here to Lake Harmony. It's called Split Rock Resorts, and it's in the Poconos of Pennsylvania, and it is beautiful, and it's right near where I went to school at in Bloomsburg. So as we're riding up here, the girls are playing around in the car. And hello, everyone. I see I have a lot of people joining in, and that's probably because I actually can have my location on, which is good because I'm not home. And if you are unsure about what that means, never be a red dot if you are at home, because people know exactly which street you live on. So as we were driving up here, I got a really good time to reflect. The kids were like playing games in the car, there was music playing, and I started to realize why there was such a seismic shift happening in my life, and you may be experiencing this too. And the one thing that really resonated with me was you have to surround yourself with people who speak to the king, queen, or entrepreneur in your spirit. Because when you surround yourself with those type of people, then you're not going to allow yourself to play small anymore, because they're going to say, what are you doing next? No, that's not too big for you to try and do. You have to keep going. Another thing that actually resonated with me, and I'll give you a story to go along with it, but I just want to give you these three, and then I'll tell you where it's coming from. The other idea of acting locally while thinking globally. And I'm going to tell you this because as I was driving up here, I saw a ton of billboards, and I was thinking, well, they're only marketing to people who are familiar with them. They're only marketing to people who are driving on this road. What if they took some of the similar things that I'm learning as I'm watching all of these scopes and applied it to their business? So what ended up happening, when we got here, there was actually a Groupon for this place. It's normally, they have like timeshares and all of that other stuff. But there was a Groupon. And if you're a business owner, with Groupon, you have to pay about 20% for all of your sales, and then you can't really control things. So I said, if I can just get in touch with whoever their marketing person is and tell them about text message marketing and how they could utilize people's phone numbers. So if they were getting low on their numbers, let's say on a Thursday or a Friday, they could utilize text messaging to people who are already familiar with their site and actually have them come out. Well, just speaking that into existence, I met up with the marketing manager here. They actually comped our room, and I actually got a brand new client for something that I don't even have the complete picture for, but I could actually talk to them. Yeah, it was almost shocking that it actually happened that way. But I started applying the things that I'm learning from so many people. Hi, Ricardo. Good to see you again. And just trying to put into words the things instead of trying to go after. So I was sharing this with someone who she was struggling with. I know I have a business, but I'm not really sure what I want to do. And what she started saying was, I'm targeting people to get them familiar with Periscope. And I said, well, how are you targeting them on Periscope? Well, hi Dee, thanks for joining. If you're targeting people, if your goal is to get people familiar with Periscope, why would you target people that are currently on Periscope? Does that make sense? So and it was like a light bulb went off. And I mean, she's now going 100 miles per hour and really doing a great job with what she's doing. And so I started thinking, well, you're giving a lot of good advice. Why don't you take your own advice? And so as I started talking to them, and I told them about this email marketing, and email and text marketing, I had already set up an affiliate account with the text marketing people, so I'm going to get paid either way, just for them signing up for the service. The other component of that is I told them that I am also going, hi Dee, hi there. I told them, I said, I'm going to be scoping about my trip while I'm here. And I'll be showing people the info or the different locations that are around here. You know what they did? They comped our room for the whole weekend. And it was because they were getting free marketing. They were getting free marketing from me just showing, oh, this is the grounds, this is our room, yada, yada, yada. And from there, from that one moment, I started thinking about every other possibility. And I want you all to think about that. So if you are attempting to start something, in Scope Scribe, I love your business model. At some point, I want to talk to you because I'll digress and I'll come back to that. But whatever you're doing, I want you to always act locally while thinking globally. And what that means is worry about the people that are in your own backyard. I will. Worry about those people that are on your Facebook timeline. They are the ones who you have immediate access to. Use them to trial out what it is that you're attempting to do on a larger scale. They can be your biggest critics or your biggest cheerleaders. But then that way you can actually see. And I know a lot of people say, well, the people that are on my timeline aren't talking business, so yada, yada, yada. But if you can be that light, and I did a scope about why eagles fly alone. And I really, really feel that in my spirit. Eagles fly alone because no other bird can fly as fast as them, as high as them. And there's nothing, and there's that Marianne Williamson poem that goes along with it. By you shrinking, so if an eagle decided, I want to fly down there with the pigeons, nobody's going to care about that eagle anymore. You know, nobody's going to care. There's nothing gratified by you shrinking and becoming smaller just to make other people feel comfortable and confident while they're around you. So they were the two things that, and I'm going to get off track, and I'm sorry, and I can't pull up my notes out here, but the one thing was making sure that you are acting locally while thinking globally. The other component of that was making sure that you are surrounding yourself with people who speak to your entrepreneurial dreams, the king or the queen that lives within you. Everybody, people who edify your spirit, people who say, you know what, I have no idea how you're going to pull that off, but I know that you can do it. And when you have those type of people surrounding you, you can grow leaps and bounds, and you're going to be so much further ahead than you have people who are dream killers. And I'm not really sure if that's the right word. I saw Mario Armstrong. He did a scope during the Periscope Summit. Or he didn't do a scope. He did a talk during the summit. And he gave some very good advice about people who are your dream killers. And those people who say, you'll never do that. You won't be successful. Yada, yada, yada. If you have those people around you, he said, give them one chance and let them know how that's making you feel. And if it's making you feel, tell them, that's hurting me. I don't know if you notice, but when you say this, it affects me this way, and I'm going to need you to not do that. If they continue to do that, they need to be no longer in your circle. They should no longer still have access to you. But those people who say, I have no idea how you're going to pull it off, but I know that you can do it, you surround yourself with those people. You surround yourself with those people because they are going to constantly push you to be stronger. And then you also have to do the last component of this, and that's believe. And I really strongly believe that the true meaning of believe is you be it first, and then you just live it out. And then it becomes reality. So you may say that you're the CEO of your company. Act like the CEO of your company. You may say that I'm going to be the best damn fry person at McDonald's. Be that best fry person at McDonald's, and it becomes reality. So I'm probably going to go all over. I probably have gone all over, and there's like a gnat that's flying around. So it's probably time for me to go. But this wasn't as engaging as I hoped that I could have made it, but I wanted to make sure that I got those 3 things out. And I know I'm missing something, but what I really want you guys to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Don't just sit and watch a million scopes. Don't just watch a million scopes. Apply it to whatever it is that you are trying to do. Because when you believe, it becomes reality. So I'm going to go. I hope you all have a great afternoon, a great week ahead, and make sure that you are keeping your priorities in order. Mine started getting out of whack. I was spending way too much time on the things that weren't important. And the real reason why me too. And the real reason why I even considered having an exceptional career or starting my own business was to become the role model for my daughters and to become someone that they could look up to. But I was falling short on the mommy aspect of all of that. And I'm glad that I got a chance to get that back in alignment this week. I'm glad that I got a chance to get that back in alignment. I know what I want for them. I know what I want for them, and I know that a part of that is being that person that they can look to. Good for replays. Yeah, that's true. That person that they can look to and know that I'm there no matter what. And when I started saying, well, wait, I'm working, and my 1-year-old started pulling out her laptop trying to mimic mommy, there was something off. There was something off balance there. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a fabulous Sunday, and thanks for joining me. All right? Bye-bye. Mwah. So you've just listened to the first episode as I am looking back at all of the content I have put together along this journey. So we're going to call this the Dream Chaser series.